Hello, and welcome to my Let's Read of No, wait. That's not right. I am a mad scientist, not some background character. Yes, this is Steins Gate Zero. If you're new here, you can start with the playlist up in the corner there. Last time, something happened last time. I just remember war. War never changes. What was going on last time? Let's find out. And then I heard the sound of another engine. This time, it was coming from beyond the gate and inside the base. It belonged to a black luxury car with an E on the license plate. Behind it was a minibus. The two of them stepped in front of the gate. It was time for my reunion to end.
Welcome!
An American soldier as tall as a basketball player got out of the car. Welcome, everyone! My name is Hammond. His Japanese was good, but not great. Everyone except Mr. Okabe, please get on the bus. He was smiling, but I could tell he wasn't going to allow any arguments. And the other American soldiers were still carrying their rifles as they stood guard without smiles. Shimoyama and the other Japanese soldiers were watching us from a distance. They didn't try to stop us. They were just looking downward.
Everyone but Ocarine? What do you mean?
Oh, there's no need to be scared. We're just going to talk to you for a little, and then we'll send you right to the Okinawa Defense Bureau. Come along. There's no need to be scared. We're just going to talk to you a little, and then we'll send you right to the Okinawa Defense Bureau. Come along.
Ocarine!
It's fine. Don't worry.
But...
Yuki-san, take care of Mayuri.
Okay. She sounds so chill about it.
Yuki nodded and put her arm around Mayuri's shoulder as she led her to the bus. Everyone else followed. Well, she might be one of those people who lock in an emergency type of thing.
Yeah, I tend to be one of those people myself.
Yeah.
Ocarine!
Tell my parents I said hi. That just reminds me of that Futurama bit of the beige aliens are the Neutronians. Tell my wife hello.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing you didn't want to scare the shit out of her by saying, tell them I love them. Because that's very obviously a goodbye.
Yeah. Once everyone but me was on, the minibus left immediately. The area in front of the gate fell silent. It was hard to believe this existed in the same world as all the places I had crossed on my escape through Japan's main island. All right, Mr. Okabe, come this way. He told me to get in the back seat of the black luxury car. Not quite a black van, but still not good.
Still suspect.
Yeah. What would happen to me once I got inside? I tried to think about it, but realized there was nothing I could do. I was just about to get into this car when... Okabe-kun, run! Okabe-kun, run! If you go to America, you won't come back alive!
Remember when those Japanese character people got in fucking trouble doing a video game because they kept saying run in Japanese?
Yeah. Shimiyama's scream was cut off by the sound of gunfire. In the corner of my eye, I saw the American soldiers firing without hesitation. No way! I tried to turn around when... Get inside! A large hand blocked my vision as Hammond held me down. Get inside! I couldn't hear Shimoyama's voice anymore. Through the gaps between his fingers, I could see that nothing was moving. And I knew exactly what that meant. I was shoved into the car before I had time to think about it. I tried to open my mouth, but Hammond looked into my eyes and shook his head. I wasn't supposed to talk then? Hammond sat next to me, then closed the door. The car started to move. Yeah, but the thing is, either one of them could be a Soviet agent too, so it's hard to tell which one is actually a good guy and who's a spy.
Can't really trust anyone in this situation.
You could probably trust Mayuri, Yuki, and Fubuki, and if they found them, Daru and Suzaha.
Yeah, obviously his friends, but
anyone else...
Like any soldier is suspect.
Yeah. Soon, we turned down a different road than the one the minibus was taking. America, huh? I'd never been there before.
I'm remembering that you said that this was based on the Okabe who sent the letters to the one who actually succeeded. And I wonder how long, if, like, we very well could be stuck there.
What were they going to do to me there? Use me as a guinea pig? Cut open my head and dissect my brain? I probably wasn't going to be able to do any tourist things. I felt like screaming, but tried my best to stay calm. There's someone I want you to meet. Hammond suddenly spoke. Then he handed me something. I took it before I even looked at what it was. When I checked, it was a normal smartphone. It's not locked. Just hit that button. Huh? Confused, I pressed the button as I was told. And then something appeared on the screen. Kurisu! It was the Amadeus Makise Kurisu. Why does the US military have Amadeus? It's an American lab. Like, what do you...
It's an American lab! They made it!
I was about to ask Hammond when, for the first time in about a month, that feeling came back.
Oh no, that's fair. They'd still be fucking around, wouldn't they?
The whole world and all its colors began to shift. There was a feeling of instability, like my brain was unable to recognize where it was. And then dizziness and a sense of falling, like you get when you're an anemic.
Okay, here's a question. Would Kurisu, because she has the logs of her memories, right? Would Amadeus also remember reading Steiner?
I don't know, but also, if...
Like, that's... logically, no, but potentially that's something the story could do.
And also, she is a brain simulate... Like, the hardware is simulating a brain, so that could...
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if
logs...
if she remembers and then looks back at the logs and they're wrong... Like, logically, no, that's not how it would work, but this game doesn't run entirely on logic.
And also, if anyone was going to independently develop a time machine, it would be Kurisu. So, she could be the one that's mucking with the timeline, and as soon as she saw Okabe, she knew and that it was from his response, it was not the response she expected, so she knew it was not the Okabe from her world line.
Yeah. Like, there's possibilities here.
So she might have just sent a D-mail immediately when she saw that it was not her Okabe.
Yeah.
Because if the military have Amadeus, they probably could take CERN or a particle accelerator somewhere to start. Oh no, they don't need the particle accelerator for a D-mail. They just need a phone wave. Anyways, I could hear the blood vessels deep within my ears, and they sounded really loud. The sense of floating finally stopped, and my surroundings coalesced into firm shapes.
Ocarine?
Yuri was in front of me. I was in the lab, in the room I knew well. There was no trace of Okinawa anywhere.
Miyushi's going to get embarrassed if you keep staring like that.
I realized that I was staring at Mayuri. I looked around the room. Daru was sitting in front of the PC like always, hunched over with his back towards me. Suzuha was reading a magazine on the couch. On the open pages, I could read the line, "New encephalitis strikes worldwide. Are you in danger?"
Yeah, I imagine everyone's going to be a little woozy after that.
Well, everyone who is reading Steiner.
Yeah, which is a shocking amount of people now.
Yeah. The same couch, the same cheap fridge, Daru's computer desk, the dirty curtain that cut off the development room from the rest of the lab, the wall clock, which I'd picked up out of a garbage dump, told me it was past 6. I looked at the calendar, and 2010 was already gone. It was January 2011. The world line had changed again. I was back to the old world line.
Oh, but that time had been.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the month or so he spent in the other world line
Translates to this one.
passed here too, so he's missing memories from the last month.
I was just getting my brain around where we are.
Yeah. Hey, Mayuri, this is Akihabara, right?
Huh?
Is it not Akihabara?
It's Akihabara.
What day is it again?
The 21st.
Do you know who Gorbachev is?
Gorbachev? I think I've heard that name.
Perestroika, right? Russia. Or was Gorbachev back from the Soviet days? These days, when you think Russia, you think Putin. I'm sure if he was in front of me and he glared at me, I'd beat my pants.
I know Putin. He's the president of Russia, right? Did you know he likes doggies? He keeps an Akita. I saw it on the news.
My Yuri, my little cupcake, you're so stupid.
President.
She can stay that way, honestly.
Yeah, that's right. He's the president.
Huh?
Mayuri, Daru, and Suzuha all looked over at me suspiciously. It felt like a long time since anyone had looked at me that way. I was back. I no longer had to worry that I might be killed at any second. Well, that guy did ambush you in the garage, so I wouldn't relax too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably not as tense as on the battlefield. I felt incredibly relieved. But at the same time, I wondered.
Especially because you don't know what's sending you back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, there's a complete lack of control of what's going on.
Yeah. Why had the world line changed again? I needed to calm down and think for a bit. I went up to the roof and booted up the web browser on my smartphone. Unlike during wartime, it connected immediately. I was amazed at the speed. Just getting an internet connection in the last world line had been difficult enough. I started by searching for Gorbachev, and the results came back instantly. Perestroika, the Soviet Union's first and last president. The August coup d'etat and the collapse of the Soviet Union. All the keywords I hoped to see were there. As soon as I confirmed that the Soviet Union was dismantled at the end of the 20th century and no longer existed, I closed the browser. Then why had the world line changed again? I hadn't done anything. I didn't have any way to interfere with the divergence value. So, what had changed it? Had whoever had performed the first experiment in Russia undone it? Had they watched its progress for a month and then been satisfied? Were they going to keep doing it? And if they did, would I be caught up in it each time? It's so cold. It was a mistake to come outside without a coat on. Yeah, it's January, dude. Nothing I could come up with by myself would be anything more than a guess. I went back to the lab. The wreaths we'd put up at the entrance for the Christmas party were still up.
Decorating like me for real.
Yeah. That Christmas party, huh? Yeah. We took down the Christmas lights today, I believe. It had only been a month, hadn't it? It felt like 1,000,000 years ago. I had no memories of what I'd done in this world line after the Christmas party. Oh, come to think of it, we left the decorations up. We should take those down. You and Fubukishi collapsed during the party, right? So there was a big fuss and we sort of forgot to clean it up. Akase-san and I collapsed? Was that when the world line changed? Everyone remembered that I collapsed at the Christmas party. Yeah, and I guess that would be weird too, having like a significant portion of the human population all pass out at the same time.
Yeah. I imagine people are wigging out a little bit over that.
Yeah, like, it's not like 70% of the population fell unconscious, but like, even if 1% of the population all fell unconscious at the exact same time worldwide, that would be a news story and a half.
It's a significant enough number that it's considered a pandemic.
Yeah, which means I'd come back to the same world line as the one I'd been in before. If this was Russia's doing, it was terrifying to think they could control the world line to that degree. And there was one more thing. It worried me that Fubuki had collapsed too. Well, I guess also the shenanigans Okabe was doing in the summer probably didn't cause the same effects because he was only affecting the local area. Like, his changes didn't change who the president of the United States was, for example.
I wonder if his repeated fucking with the world lines has made more people sensitive to it.
Yeah, that's possible too. And I don't know if proximity to someone who has reading Steiner might help awaken it or something too.
Possibly?
Could it be infectious as well? I stood there, lost in thought. Daru and Mayuri looked a little concerned.
Oh, Green.
Come to think of it, I was wondering how Nakase-san is doing. I quickly came up with an excuse.
Fubuki-chan's still in the hospital.
No, that would be why you haven't taken down your shit. Okay.
In the hospital? Even though it's been a month?
She says she's fine, but they won't let her leave.
Don't like that.
I've heard that lately. Unless you were really, really sick, they wouldn't let you stay in the hospital for very long. Was Fubuki sick with something? Suzuha whispered as she held up the pages of the magazine she was reading. New encephalitis strikes worldwide. Are you in danger? New encephalitis? I borrowed the magazine. They were talking about this last November. I'd seen a glimpse of it on the news. I do like that the Committee of Zero Patch does translate the pictures as well.
Yeah.
I'd seen a glimpse of it on the news. Outside of Japan, they'd seen almost 100 people, albeit with mild symptoms. In Japan, there were 10 people being kept at hospitals for examination, or so it said. Okay, so it's not that widespread yet, but
Yeah, not yet. But like I said, it was enough that they're like this sort of thing. Maybe they wouldn't make such a fuss over.
well, the thing that would be confusing medical scientists is 110 people collapsed at the exact same second worldwide.
Yeah, that would
with
be
the same
that would
symptoms.
Be a big one.
So that would be the fuck is going on here? Because like people fall ill, like fall unconscious all the time, but
Yeah, but people forgetting who the president is all at once in the same way.
yeah. Well, they don't forget who the president is. They just talk about this weird dream they had.
Yeah.
All 110 people's dreams are consistent.
Yeah, but well, Fubuki and the other world line like directly
Yeah.
had memories of this world versus this world line where she thought she was just dreaming.
Yeah.
But I was wondering if Okabe's fucking with the world lines beforehand caused it because she was specifically dreaming of Miyuri's deaths.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's that he's influenced.
Yeah. Yeah. There's probably a bit of both. Like, she is probably more susceptible to it, but she is also close to ground zero.
Yeah. I wonder if not only his fucking with it, but it being Miyuri specifically.
Yeah. But also, I think, like, the people around Okabe have a lesser version of it, but they were remembering the changes too. Like, Mayuri she kept remembering her death, which would be traumatizing, but so the being shifted into World War III is probably slightly less traumatizing, so she withstands it better.
Maybe so. I am curious.
So, it had made its way to Japan? I think it originated in Japan.
I think it originated with you, bud.
Yeah. And one of those 10 was Fubuki then? Was it transmissible by air? We didn't catch it at that Christmas party, did we?
But you've had reading Steiner.
Yeah. Yeah, but he hasn't put 1 and 2 together yet.
Oh, I see.
I knew that getting nervous wouldn't help anything, but still, I wondered.
Hey, shouldn't you go to the hospital too, Ocarine? You were in worse shape than she was, you know?
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Yeah, but he got used to hiding it.
Yeah.
She wouldn't know that she had to, or know what it was. She'd
Yeah.
be looking for help and for
Yeah.
a way to make it
Fear and
stop.
panic makes any sickness worse.
Yeah. Well, frankly, if I was having so many hallucinations that I couldn't tell what was reality anymore,
Yeah.
I too would be looking for help.
Yeah. But also, like, if you are having all these hallucinations, but you know what was causing it, you would feel better, at least a little bit better. Not like cured or anything, but you would at least know what's going on, type of thing.
Yeah.
I gave a half-hearted answer to Mayuri and turned back to the magazine. Strange symptoms being found all over the world. Cause unknown. Sudden memory loss. Memories different from those of the people around you. Losing all sense of the passage of time. Losing the ability to tell the difference between dreams and reality, and sometimes having waking dreams. The article was filled with things like that. This was just like reading Steiner, and it matched exactly with what Shimuyama had told me in the other world line. You have very realistic dreams, for example. In particularly severe instances, they could almost be called waking dreams. I'm told at times you lose the ability to tell the difference between dreams and reality. There are others who say they have very similar dreams, and not just 1 or 2. Yeah, and the whole dreams being consistent with each other would also really confuse medical people. Like people just saying, oh, I dreamed.
Yeah.
I had dreams. Well, everyone had dreams, okay?
But the exact same symptoms at the exact same time?
And no, they don't have the exact same dreams, but the dreams are consistent with each other. Like, A said she talked to B, and then independently, B said they talked to A, type of thing. I wondered back then if Fubuki possessed reading Steiner too. Maybe the reason she collapsed at the Christmas party wasn't some new disease, but the unexpected activation of reading Steiner. Yeah, and Okabe did collapse back in 2000 as well, when the first time war was supposedly going on. That would mean her diagnosis was wrong. The unnecessary tests and treatments they gave her wouldn't help a bit. It looked like I needed to talk to Fubuki. I ended up going over that day. She was at a large general hospital with a medical student department located in Okonomizu. It was close enough to Akihabara I could walk, and getting there was easy. Since she might get the wrong idea if I went alone, I encouraged Mayuri to come with me. I hoped it would look like I was only coming as an afterthought, but it ended up being a bigger deal than I expected. When they heard that Mayuri was going, Yuki and Kaede decided to come too. Evidently, they'd all been to visit Fubuki several times before, and they knew exactly where she was located. They walked down the halls without hesitation. It was almost 8 when visiting hours ended, so we needed to hurry. But as we passed by a nurse's station, there was a minor commotion. A woman in her late 40s wearing a gray jersey was yelling at the doctors and nurses.
Enough of this. When do I get to go home?
We've told you, only after you've been examined and gotten the treatment you need.
You aren't giving me any kind of treatment. And what was supposed to be a quick exam ended with me stuck here for a month. What am I supposed to do about my job?
Calm down. There's still a lot we don't know about this disease. Without proper examination and treatment, it's dangerous.
Liar. The TV said not to worry because it wasn't that bad.
Or the TV is the liar because they don't want to prompt a panic. We've told you before. That's only if you get the appropriate treatment. One of the nurses just told me you were dizzy.
I just felt anemic because dinner was late. I'm fine. Let me go home.
The woman was about ready to grab the doctor by the throat. Several female nurses held her back and then dragged her off somewhere with reassuring words.
Reassuring, sure. Scared me. Think Fubuki-chan's okay?
The girls hurried even faster down the hallway.
I mean, I too would be pissed if they were keeping me for a month at the hospital.
Fubuki was in a 4-person room at the very end of the hallway. Yeah, especially if she's feeling fine, like if she's in pain and getting treatment for that for a month, it'd be less annoying. Still be annoying, but more understandable.
But like,
yeah.
I understand, like, especially if she has a family that she has to take care of and a job. Like, bro, because if she has people she's taking care of, she's not making money.
Yeah.
So they're being fucked over too. I also would be frantic.
We hesitantly peeked inside.
That voice?
We could hear moaning coming from behind the curtains surrounding Fubuki's bed. And not the kind of moaning that would excite Daru. Mayuri went pale and hurriedly ripped them open.
Fubuki-chan!
Fubuki made a strange noise and spun around as we came in. I looked closer and saw that she was sitting on the bed with her legs crossed, watching a show on the LCD TV attached to it. Oh, she's crying at a K-drama or something, or a J-drama. Her eyes were red and swollen with tears, but given the fact that she had a stick of Pocky in her mouth, she was probably just crying over a soap opera.
Oh, you guys came to see me!
Fubuki wiped away her tears and welcomed us with her usual smile.
You scared me, Yushi! I thought you were crying!
Really scared us.
Sorry.
Even as she apologized, she tossed another chocolate-coated stick into her mouth. Her hair was tied up, and she was wearing some kind of headgear.
What hair? Her hair is so short.
At first, I thought it was just that she was too lazy to do her hair, but evidently not. There were cords coming out of the headgear that were attached to a belt around her waist. Were they monitoring her brainwaves? As unobtrusively as possible, I took a look at the other patients around the room. They were all wearing the same headgear. They may have been giving it to all the encephalitis patients. Yeah, it's because it's triggered by an outside source.
Yeah, but they don't know what that source is, and they are unable to know.
Yeah.
Sorry to bring everybody over, Fubuki-chan.
Not at all. You're very welcome. And I didn't think Oakley sounded fun.
Fubuki stared at me intently. She'd never done that before, so I started to wonder if there was something on my face. They said you collapsed like I did, so I got worried. How are you doing?
It's fine. I really don't understand why they won't let me leave.
Oh, yes, you do.
Every day, I just do exams and there's nothing for me to do. I'm so bored. And you're not allowed to use your phone in the room. If I want to send a text, I have to go all the way to the lobby. And they turn off the lights at 9 p.m., so I can't watch the late night anime. I really just don't believe this.
She wants to watch all the ecchi stuff. Her bed was surrounded with portable game consoles, magazines, a miniature DVD player, anything to stay off the boredom. And given all the half-empty boxes of snacks, it was hard to believe the disease was as serious as they said on the news. Well, it's serious because they don't understand how it works or what the stages of it are. For all they know, people could start dropping dead tomorrow.
Yeah, they really have no idea, and it depends on how badly you're affected.
Yeah.
We don't know if there's someone who's so badly affected by it that they literally can't tell reality anymore.
Yeah. Well, even then, like, there are people, like, these people are missing memories and all that, so it is quite disruptive to their daily life.
Oh yeah, it's very disruptive, but I mean, they're functioning.
Yeah.
But imagine people who are so affected by it or so sensitive by it that they just don't know what's reality anymore.
Yeah.
Because even if you're not mentally ill,
Yeah.
if you had this thing and your memories kept changing and your world kept changing and you kept being attached to people you never met before,
Yeah.
you could develop a mental illness very
Yeah.
easily. Like even just depression
Yeah.
or an anxiety disorder. Like it could severely fuck you up.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Okay, son?
Yeah, I told Mayuri this, but I'm fine.
I see. I'm glad.
She seemed truly relieved, but she was still staring at me.
Huh?
And suddenly, Kaede started to fidget. Not only that, she blushed, then glanced at me, and then almost started to cry. She was acting really weird.
Huh? Eddie-chan?
What's wrong?
Kaede started fidgeting even more when she realized that everyone was looking at her, but she had no choice but to go over and whisper something in Fubuki's ear.
Huh?
Fubuki-chan, shh.
Kaede thinks Fubuki has a crush on Okurin. The other girls tried to quiet Fubuki down. This was a hospital, and there were other patients in the room. We couldn't make a fuss.
Listen to this, everybody. Kurishima Kaede-san here suspects me of secretly dating Okurin-san.
That would be my reaction if anyone accused me of secretly dating anyone. Now it was our turn to keep from shouting in surprise. Where are you getting that from?
Because, according to Miri-chan, you were the one who wanted to come see Fubuki-chan today, right?
Being concerned because someone else is sick is not dating.
That's true.
These girls have got the shipper goggles on.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
There was another reason, but I couldn't say that. Well, they are teenage girls, so...
Fair. And Kabuki-chan and Okran-san were staring longingly at one another.
There was that too.
We were not staring longingly at one another.
That's not it. She knows.
Yeah. Kabuki tried to scratch her hair, but the headgear blocked her away and she gave up.
I had this really realistic dream.
Realistic dream? I was startled. That may have been what I wanted to find out.
It was sometime this evening. I was kind of spacing out. There's just nothing to do around here.
And somehow, I don't really remember, but me and Okari-san and Yuki-san were all taken somewhere in a car by these scary men.
I was there too.
Yeah.
It was the same. That meant Kabuki had experienced the same things I'd gone through in the other world line. And this evening would have been the same time I was experiencing it. I peeked through the curtains to make sure that none of the hospital staff were around. Sorry guys, but can you leave me alone with Nakase-san for a bit? You're not helping the secretly dating argument.
Huh? Huh?
No way.
It's not like that. I wasn't really sure how to handle that reaction.
Is it something you don't want Mayushi and everyone else to know about?
I think he's more worried about embarrassing Fubuki. It's about her disease.
Okay, I understand.
Mayuri nodded and went outside the curtains. The other two looked bothered, but they followed her. I missed a month of time in this world, but it seems like an outbreak of reading Steiner has occurred. I guess before, the changes in the world lines could be shrugged off as misremembering or a vivid dream or something like that, but the changes were so drastic this time. It will be hard for the committee to sweep this under the rug.